In the last episode, we took a look at a terror of deep space. Today, we take a look at a terror of the deep sea. That's right, today we're tackling sharks. Well, not literally, that'd probably be a bad idea. Probably. I'm William, and today you will become a master of sharks. Sharks. Basically just big fish with teeth, right? Well, actually it's a bit more complicated than that. For one, sharks actually don't have bones. Rather, their skeleton is made of cartilage, which is the kind of stuff you also find in your ears and your nose as well. Also, unlike fish, sharks don't have a swim bladder to keep afloat with, but rather they take advantage of their low-density liver and also their body shape and forward movement to stay afloat. That being said, most sharks, if they don't keep moving forward, they won't exactly die, just sink. However, there are some sharks that utilize ram ventilation, which is when they keep moving forward to keep water flowing over their gills. They also exhale through gill slits in the side of their heads. Most sharks have 5, but some may even have more. And finally, while fish release sperm and eggs into the open water, sharks reproduce through internal fertilization, and depending on the species, will either give birth to live pups or eggs. Next, we'll take a look at the diets of sharks. And again, while it varies with species, most sharks aren't picky and will adapt if a certain prey is scarce. They will even eat coal, oil, trash, and things like that. If you want to look more into how it affects the environment, you can watch the air and water pollution video that we did also on this channel. Carnivorous sharks will eat fish, mollusks, crustaceans, and some of the larger ones may even eat other sharks. But they will only eat humans if they mistake it for one of its natural prey. That being said, certain species of sharks actually can be a bit picky. For example, blue sharks actually prefer squid. The common strategy among sharks is utilizing their sharp teeth to either tear prey into bits and pieces or eat them whole. However, some species of sharks will also use other tactical methods such as camouflage and hunting in groups. Carnivorous sharks may also feed on plankton, and some even prefer it to meat, such as the basking shark. These sharks catch plankton in filaments, and will swallow when enough plankton has built up. Sharks eat only 0.5 to 3% of their total body weight, because of their slow digestion. That's like a 200-pound man only eating 1 to 6 pounds a day. SharksWorld.com explains. The digestive system of sharks is very different from that of mammals. That is the reason for their slow digestion. They have a spiral valve inside a short section, and their intestines are very short. When food passes from the mouth to the stomach, it is stored in the last portion, and thus begins the process of digestion. If the shark feels it has ingested any bad food, it is not digested by the stomach, and then is expelled through the mouth. Now let's dive into how they live their lives. As with seemingly everything else in sharks, the lifespans can differ with their species. Geez, with how many variables there are in sharks, it's a wonder we can even pin down what a shark even is. But even before life, they seem to have a certain inherent bloodlust. Some species, like the tiger shark, even in utero, will eat their siblings, as well as unfertilized eggs that the mother continues to produce. The shark mother will find a safe place to either give birth or lay her eggs, but as soon as they're born, she will not care for the babies at all. Once they're born, they're all on their own. Sharks don't have time to care for their children, they're too busy being savages. But I guess it's fine, because sharks are pretty much born mini adults anyway, teeth and all. If they manage to survive to sexual maturity, which may take a pretty long time, for great whites, it's 26 years for males and 33 for females. Males will smell the pheromones given off by the females, and once they locate a potential mate, they will attempt to breed. The females will attempt to fend off the male, possibly so that way only the biggest, strongest, and thus more suitable male will get to breed with her. Once a suitable male gets to the female, he will then grab onto her with his teeth. Not to be kinky, but so that way he doesn't float away. That'd be awkward. In many of the about 450 different species of sharks, the females will have thicker skin than the males, possibly so that way she can take more abuse and also carry more babies. Males have 2 reproductive organs on either side of their body, called claspers, and depending on which side the male is on, that will determine which clasper he will use. One can tell when the males have reached sexual maturity because their claspers will be stiff. Congratulations! You now know about the life, diet, and attributes of sharks. We hope you learned something new and consider subscribing to Royals Entertainment to become a noble today. Leave a comment down below and tune in next time to become a master everything.